Let's look at the mind as some sort of VR goggles that we wear, that it's a filter for reality, meaning we're not really seeing reality as it is. We're seeing reality through our mind. And let's look at a very busy mind, an overactive mind, a restless mind, an agitated mind. And let's compare the mind to a lake. So a lake can be, let's say, in 3 different states. It can be very dark and murky, a lot of garbage in it. It can be very choppy, the water, a lot of movement, and it can be very still. And these are basically what I'm referring to as 3 different states of mind. And what we need for self-realization and to see things as they are is we need the mind to be very still. We need the water to be very calm and still. Because when the water is very calm and still, we're able to see clearly, right? Just like on the lake, when the lake is very calm and still, it's very clear. You can see down to the bottom. When the water is very choppy, and there's a lot of activity on the surface, you're not able to see down into the bottom. There's a lot of distortion. And when the water is very dark and murky, there's even more distortion. So you can see that these 3 states of mind, you can see there's a lot of distortion, less distortion, and then very little distortion, if any. Right? So this is what these practices really help with, really stilling the mind, really purifying the mind, cleansing the mind. That's what's needed, is there needs to be this cleansing, this purification, this stilling of the mind, if we want to see reality as it is. Because unless the mind is still, we're only seeing a distorted reality, and we're creating the distortion with our mind, that the mind is distorting reality. So we're not able to see things as they are, because we're seeing things through our beliefs, prejudice, opinions, conclusions, assumptions, thoughts, concepts, ideologies, paradigms, dogmas, all these things. We're seeing it through that, and that's what really distorts it. Can you see things without the judgment, the criticism, the assumptions, the beliefs? Can you see things just as they are? Most can't. So you're never actually seeing life as it is. You're only seeing life as you are. You're only seeing life as you are because of the state of your mind, because of what you're believing, how you're judging yourself, how you're judging others, all these different things that we're holding on to, that we create. We're creating the distortion. You're creating judgments. You're creating beliefs. You're creating concepts. So then you're creating it, and then you now have to experience life through that creation, through that distortion. So something to think about, something to reflect on when we're talking about really meditation and being present and cleansing the mind and purifying the mind and stilling the mind. You can now start seeing how important it is if you want to experience life as it is. I'll see you in the next one.